So prior to this latest firmware update for Sony's 2021 Bravia XR televisions, including the A90J and also the A80J OLEDs, if I wanted to change any picture setting that can affect the light output on screen, there will be a warning message that pops up telling you that the power consumption may increase, and this is introduced because of EU energy regulations. But the way Sony have implemented it is such that, when you change other settings, even within the same session, you'll keep getting this warning pop-up message, which will require you to click more buttons to try and get rid of the message to either approve or deny the change. And this not only affects the brightness controls. Let's say if we go into the motion submenu, because under motion flow there is blackfill insertion, which again affects the light output of the television, the same warning message will pop up requiring you to click OK or cancel to get rid of it. And I think this is quite frustrating, especially for calibrators and for users who like to tinker with their picture settings. It can be very annoying. So I'm really pleased to say that Sony has listened to feedback, because I did a previous video on this complaining about all these pop-up message that is extremely annoying for users in the UK and the rest of Europe. So I'm going to try and go and install the latest firmware update and show you the improvement. Click on System Software Update and check for the latest software. And it's telling me a new software update is available. And you can see what's new in the update. So the version is 6.3780 and it is issued at the end of June, and we are at the beginning of July. So in terms of the benefits and improvements, it is usually fairly vague, but I think Sony is saying that you may be able to resolve some eARC issues and then improves the user interface. And then what I'm going to do is to click on update. So I've installed the latest firmware update on this Sony 65-inch A80J OLED TV, and you can see here that it is running version 6.3780 in terms of the software. And what I'm going to do is to go to the home screen and try and change some picture settings. And if we go into brightness, you can see here that, if we start changing it, there will be no pop-up warning message on screen, which is a good thing, and it will make my life much easier, for certain settings, certainly. And then, you can see this one doesn't get affected, this one doesn't get affected, and then this one gets affected, so I'm not entirely sure which settings won't have the prompt anymore. And under motion flow, let's say if I turn it back, and you can see that the warning message will still pop up, but I think that the frequency has reduced. So let's say if we get out from here and then we start the picture settings again, and if we go into brightness, it seems to be on a session basis. You can see that the warning message doesn't really pop up anymore, after you click once, which is always a good thing. And I think this should lead to a less frustrating experience for many of the calibrators and also video enthusiasts who like tinkering with their picture. So thanks again to Sony for listening to feedback, and I think that this will go a long way towards increasing the appeal in terms of the UI for any video enthusiast out there. Now, because of this new firmware update, I will have to remeasure and retest almost everything on this Sony A80J OLED I'm reviewing, so there may be some delay in me publishing the review, but I will try my best to get it up by this weekend. If you'd like to watch some of our other videos on Sony's 2021 televisions, I've created a playlist here if you'd like to click on it, and I'll see you in the next video.